Welcome to an IPCONFIG terminal basics tutorial. If you're studying for the 008 and 10 Network Plus examination, this tutorial will help you a bit. Even if you're studying for things like the A plus or other exams, it might help you as well. So what is IPCONFIG? What is IP? Well, if you've been studying any of those exams, you know what the Internet Protocol is. So let's look at the most basic command, which is ipconfig. So if you have a computer, go ahead and follow along, open up a terminal, and we'll do it together. Okay, so go to your terminal and type ipconfig and tell me what you see. So I'm going to press enter here, and it gives us a result. Ethernet adapter. So I'm on an Ethernet connection. I'm wired. I am not wireless. You can see that right here. Yep. Okay. So it tells me I'm on a LAN or local area network. It tells me I have two IPv6 addresses. I've got even a temporary one, a local link. I have an IPv4 address with its subnet mask and the default gateway here. So it gives you all the basics about your IP information on the computer. So quickly, we can tell what our IPv4 and IPv6 address is. So I'm ending in .51. You're probably going to be supporting IPv4 networks quite a bit, so this will be handy. Okay, so let's go over each of these, except for I'm not going to go over the classes. Um, there's different ways you can manage different pools of IP addresses and how you'll use them in DHCP, but I won't go over that because it's just a basic tutorial. I'll go over the other commands. Okay, so the first one we have is /all. If you really want a lot more information about your adapter and the addresses and all the information, doing /all will give you a lot more information. Let me clear my screen first, and then we'll do /all. So here you've got a lot more information. Host name, a little bit of DNS prefix, which I'm not using, tells me my node type, kind of routing, wins. Okay, we can see the name of the network interface, very important. So you know which one it is. You might have more than one. You might have a laptop with wireless and an Ethernet. You might be on a server with multiple interfaces. Okay, physical address is our MAC address. We can see we're using DHCP. Uh, Other information about leases and when the lease will expire. Okay, we can see other information for IPv4, IPv6, a lot of detail. So if you need something like a MAC address of a computer, you need to know the lease time, when it started and stopped, then /all would be very helpful. Okay, so release. What do you think release does? Now I don't have any IPv4 address. If I do IPv, yeah, and so it's gone. My IPv4 is totally released. So I don't have it at all. Let's do a renew command. Let's see if we can get the IPv4 address back. It's thinking. It's taking its time. Sometimes the renew takes a moment, and yep, I got my address back. Is it the same? So was I a .51 earlier? Yeah. So it renewed it. It got the next available IP address. And if there's not 51's not available, someone else had it, then it would give me the next one, maybe 52 or 53. So you can renew the IPv6 also, or let's release 6. So if you don't do it with any number, it just does IPv4. If we do it with the 6, we'll release the 6 address. And then renew 6. Same idea. Okay. So those addresses are, yeah, If you need to release your IP and grab a new one, that's how you can do it for IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, next we'll get into DNS. Um, I'm actually going to start with display DNS first. So you can see my name resolution and what kind of hosts I've been resolving and connecting to. I have no DNS. That's crazy. Okay, so let's make a DNS entry. Okay, so I'm pinging youtube.com. So that should result its name to an IPv6 address as we see up there. So now if I do a display, there we go. We have YouTube and other things. I'm not sure why it didn't kick in, why it was empty before, but computers are funny. You can see that, yeah, I'm using Zoom to record this. So I recently went to Zoom. We pinged YouTube. So we got the name resolution address for YouTube. So it's pretty useful if you need to grab an IP from some sort of web server or maybe another host that you're connecting to. Very useful command. Okay, so next one. Let's say that we need to renew this table. Let's flush it. So like flushing a toilet, yeah, and just like getting rid of it. Okay, it flushed it. So if I do display now, there's nothing. Okay. Um, let's do ping to somewhere else. How about we ping I don't know, google.com. We got the reply from the IPv6. Okay, so can we display that? And there we go. We've got google.com. We've got the IPv4 6 address down there. That's 142. And then we have a 2607, which is IPv6 address on that table up there. Okay. If you're having issues with DNS resolving, you can register. We'll force it to update. Oh, I gotta be an admin. But if you can troubleshoot DNS that way, if it's not resolving or having issues, you can register it. Okay, and that's about it. I'm not going to go over the classes or how to manage the IP ranges. It's such a small network here, it would be silly. And yeah, usually DHCP servers do that much better than IPCONFIG do. But that's just a little basic rundown of all the commands. So let's review it really quick one more time. What is IPCONFIG? Just displays my adapters and their names and basic addresses. If you do an all, it shows you a lot more information like your host name and your release time and your MAC addresses. Renew is to release an IP address. Sorry, release is to get rid of an IP address. Renew is to get a new one. We can display DNS and see what like websites we've been going to, Google. Okay, we can flush DNS. And now it's gone. And you can also register DNS to fix problems, or maybe it's not resolving. Okay, cool. I hope you maybe learned something new, maybe you reviewed something and you're a bit more confident. Anyway, good luck on your studies. I hope you learned about IPConfig and that points you in the right direction. Good luck on your studying and have a nice day.